The stars looked peaceful from Earth that night. Han sat on the observatory deck watching distant galaxies through the massive telescope. As the lead astronomer at Seoul Space Center, he had seen many strange things in the night sky, but nothing like the flash that suddenly appeared near Mars. "Director Han, something is approaching Earth," shouted Jin, his young assistant. The object moved too fast for a natural phenomenon. Within hours, space agencies worldwide detected the same thing, a ship of unknown origin heading directly toward Earth. President Lee called an emergency meeting with world leaders. Military forces around the globe went on high alert. People panicked in the streets as news spread. The alien ship stopped just beyond the moon. For 3 days it sent no messages. Then a transmission reached every communication device on Earth simultaneously. "We are the Nari Alliance. We seek help. Our worlds burn under attack from the Tekka Empire. They consume all life. Earth is next. Will you stand with us?" Earth had never faced such a choice before. After heated debates, the United Nations voted to join the interstellar war. If the Tekka Empire destroyed the Nari Alliance, Earth would surely follow. General Song gathered the best soldiers from every nation. The Nari provided faster-than-light ships and advanced weapons. Within weeks, the first human battle group left Earth's orbit to join the Galactic War. "We've trained our whole lives for combat on Earth," General Song told his troops before departure. "Now we must learn to fight among the stars." The humans arrived at the front lines near a system called Proxima. The sight shocked even battle-hardened soldiers. Planets lay broken, their surfaces glowing with the heat of recent bombardment. Massive Tekka warships moved through the debris fields, hunting down the smaller Nari vessels. "Their technology is far beyond ours," reported Captain Min after the first reconnaissance mission. "Their soldiers stand 3 meters tall with natural armor. They don't feel fear." The first battle went badly for the human forces. The Tekka weapons cut through their ships like paper. On the ground, human soldiers watched helplessly as their bullets bounced off Tekka armor. Out of 500 soldiers deployed to defend a Nari outpost, only 43 returned. "We cannot win this. Fight," Captain Min told General Song, his face covered in burns from a close encounter with a Tekka energy weapon. "We are too weak, too slow." But General Song refused to accept defeat. She contacted Earth with an urgent message. "Send everything we have, and start Project Dawn immediately." Project Dawn had been theoretical, a classified military program, deemed too dangerous to implement. It involved radical enhancement of human soldiers through genetic modification and advanced technology. The ethical committees had blocked it for years, calling it the end of humanity as we know it. Now facing extinction, those ethical concerns disappeared. On Earth, Professor Yu selected 100 volunteers for the first wave of enhancements. The process proved brutal. Many died during the procedures. Those who survived emerged changed. Meanwhile, at the front, the human and Nari forces continued losing ground. The Tekka pushed forward system by system, their massive ships destroying everything in their path. 3 months into the war, Earth suffered its first direct attack. A Tekka scout force bypassed the front lines and struck a research colony on Mars. 10,000 people died in minutes. The images from Mars reached every screen on Earth. Buildings melting under heat rays, colonists running in terror, Tekka, soldiers methodically executing survivors. The message was clear. This was not just a war for territory. It was extinction. President Lee addressed a terrified world. "Today we witness the future that awaits us all if we fail. But humanity will not go quietly into the night. We have always adapted to survive, and we will adapt now." The next day, the first graduates of Project Dawn prepared for deployment. They no longer looked fully human. Their skin had a metallic sheen. Their eyes glowed faintly in the dark. Implants visibly enhanced their bodies. But most striking was their calm. They showed no fear as they boarded the transport ships. General Song received a classified transmission from Earth. "Reinforcements coming, different from regular troops. Deploy them against the heaviest Tekka. Concentration." When the transport landed at the forward base, the regular soldiers stared in shock at the newcomers. They moved with impossible grace. Their reflexes operated at speeds no normal human could match. "We are the Dawn Unit," their leader, Commander Sun, said simply. "Point us at the enemy." The Tekka had just begun their assault on the Nari homeworld when the Dawn Unit joined the battle. No one expected what happened next. In a hidden military base deep under the mountains, General Kang paced back and forth. The first battle against the Tekka aliens had been a disaster. Humans were too weak, too slow and too fragile compared to the enemy. "We need something special," said General Kang to the room of scientists and military officers. "We need stronger soldiers." Professor Zhou nodded. A small man with thick glasses, he had spent years working on human enhancement technology. "Project Prometheus is ready for testing. We can create the soldiers we need." The general looked at the detailed plans. The project would change human volunteers into something more, stronger, faster, smarter. The changes would be permanent. The soldiers would never be normal again. "Begin immediately," ordered General Kang. "Earth cannot wait." In the volunteer barracks, Sergeant Bay watched as soldiers lined up to join Project Prometheus. Many were survivors from the first battles carrying scars and terrible memories. "I saw my whole unit die," said Private Sun, a young soldier with burn marks across his face. "If this project can help us fight back, I'm ready." Bay signed up too. He had nothing left to lose. His family lived in a coastal city destroyed during the first Tekka attack. The next morning, 100 volunteers entered the underground labs. Professor Zhou explained the process as they prepared. "First, we will change your genes to make your body stronger. Then we will add special machines inside you to boost your abilities. Finally, we will connect your brains directly to your weapons and armor. It will be painful. Some may not survive." The soldiers nodded. They understood the risks. Bay went first. The pain was worse than anything he had ever felt. His bones broke and reformed stronger. His muscles tore and grew back denser. Tiny machines flowed through his blood, attaching to his organs, making them work better. For 3 days, he screamed. When the pain finally stopped, he was different. He stood taller. His skin had a slight metallic shine. When he moved, it was with incredible speed. "How do you feel?" asked Professor Dobe, looked at his new body with wonder. "Strong, fast." He picked up a metal bar and bent it easily. Ready to fight. Day after day, more soldiers completed the transformation. Some died during the process, their bodies rejecting the changes. Most survived and joined the new special unit, Prometheus Battalion. Training began immediately. The enhanced soldiers learned to use their new abilities. They could run faster than cars. They could lift massive weights. Their eyes could see in the dark. Their skin could resist heat and cold. Most importantly, they could connect directly to their new weapons and armor. The special suits amplified their strength even more and protected them from Tekka weapons. "Your minds are now your greatest weapons," explained the combat instructor. "Think about firing and your weapon will fire. Think about moving and your suit will respond." The learning curve was steep. Some soldiers struggled to control their new abilities. Accidents happened. During one training exercise, Private Sun moved too quickly and crashed through a concrete wall, breaking several bones. Even with his enhanced healing, he needed days to recover. Not everyone outside the program supported Project Prometheus. Some politicians called the enhanced soldiers monsters and no longer human. Religious leaders questioned whether the soldiers still had souls. "Look what we've become," said Private Yoon, examining her reflection. Her eyes glowed slightly, in the dark. "Are we even human anymore?" "We're what humanity needs to survive," Bay answered firmly. "That's enough." After 6 weeks of training, Prometheus Battalion prepared for deployment. Their armor, black with red markings, made them look like warriors from another world. Each soldier carried weapons specially designed for their enhanced strength and speed. General Kang addressed them before they left Earth. "You are our best hope. The regular forces will create openings, but you must strike the decisive blows. The enemy has never faced anything like you." As their transport ship prepared to launch, Bay looked down at Earth, beautiful and blue, home to everything humanity had ever created. worth any sacrifice to protect. Prometheus Battalion, announced the ship's AI. Prepare for faster-than-light jump. Destination: Tekka front line. Bay closed his eyes as the ship accelerated. He was no longer just a soldier. He had become something new, humanity's answer to an overwhelming threat. Whether hero or monster remained to be seen, but one thing was certain: the Tekka would soon learn to fear humans. The battle for Nova Station raged for days. Human forces fought bravely but could not stop the Tekka advance. The massive space station, once home to 30,000 civilians, was nearly lost. Commander Kim watched from the command center as another sector fell to the aliens. Regular soldiers were no match for the towering Tekka warriors with their natural armor and advanced weapons. "We've Prometheus Battalion reporting for combat," Bay said, his voice deeper than a normal human's. "We need your tactical data." The commander transferred the station maps and enemy positions to the special unit. The enhanced soldiers processed the information instantly through their neural connections. "We will reclaim the station," Bay stated simply. "Your forces should secure the civilians. We will handle the Tekka." Before Commander Kim could respond, the Prometheus soldiers were moving. They split into 4 teams and headed toward different sectors. Through security cameras, the command staff watched in amazement. The enhanced soldiers moved faster than seemed possible. When they encountered Tekka warriors, the battles were shockingly one-sided. In the east sector, 2 Prometheus soldiers faced 6 Tekka. Normal humans would have been slaughtered instantly. Instead, the enhanced soldiers dodged energy blasts that would have been too fast to see. They closed the distance and engaged in close combat, their augmented strength matching the aliens' natural power. "They're actually winning," whispered Lieutenant Park. In the north sector, Sergeant Bay's team faced heavier resistance. A Tekka commander led a squad of elite warriors. The aliens had set up heavy weapons in a wide corridor, creating a kill zone no normal human could cross. Bay assessed the situation instantly. "Jin, Min, ceiling approach. Go." 2 soldiers jumped upward, their enhanced muscles launching them 5 meters high. They grabbed exposed pipes and moved along the ceiling, completely silent. The rest of the team provided covering fire, drawing the Tekka's attention. The aliens never saw the attack from above. Jin and Min dropped behind the Tekka position and attacked with devastating efficiency. Within seconds, the position was cleared. Hour by hour, the Prometheus soldiers reclaimed the station. Regular troops followed behind, securing each area. The Tekka, facing defeat for the first time, fought with increasing desperation. The alien commander sent a final transmission to its fleet before Sergeant Bay's team reached the main hangar. "Humans have changed. They have become like machines. They move too fast. They are too strong. Send reinforcements immediately." But help would come too late. Bay personally engaged the Tekka commander in the hangar. The alien stood nearly 3 meters tall, wielding an energy blade that could cut through steel. Bay moved like water around the powerful but slower opponent. His enhanced reflexes let him dodge each strike by millimeters. When the Tekka commander finally fell, the remaining aliens retreated to their ships and fled the station. In the command center, Commander Kim received reports from all sectors. Nova Station was secure. What had seemed impossible hours earlier was now reality. Humanity had its first significant victory. "How?" Lieutenant Park asked as they watched the enhanced soldiers return. "How can they do these things?" Commander Kim shook his head. "I don't know what they've become, but today they're our saviors." The capture of Nova Station shocked the entire Tekka Empire. For the first time in their long history of conquest, they had been defeated. High Commander Ook demanded answers. "Show me the battle footage again," he ordered his officers. On the large screen, they watched the Prometheus soldiers moving with impossible speed. One human lifted a Tekka warrior over its head and threw it across a room. Another dodged energy blasts that should have been too fast to see. "These cannot be the same weak humans we fought before," growled Ook. "What has changed?" "The science." Officer stepped forward. Our analysis shows signs of artificial enhancement. They have merged with machines. UK's four eyes narrowed. Can we create similar soldiers? No, High Commander. Our biology rejects such changes. UKK slammed his fist on the table. Then find a way to defeat them. News of the enhanced humans spread through the Tekka fleet. Soldiers who had once eagerly volunteered for human combat now hesitated. Stories grew with each telling. Some claimed the humans could not be killed. Others said they felt no pain. On the front lines, a Tekka patrol encountered a lone Prometheus soldier. The squad leader ordered an immediate attack, expecting an easy victory. 6 against 1 seemed like good odds. The enhanced human moved like a blur. Before the Tekka could fire a second volley, 3 of them were down. The others retreated, breaking formation for the first time in battle history. In another sector, Sergeant Bay led a strike team against a Tekka command ship. Their mission: capture the ship's data core. As they cut through the hull, alarms blared throughout the vessel. Humans detected in Section 5, announced the ship's AI. All warriors respond. The Tekka commander, sub-leader Vak, had heard the rumors about these new humans. He had dismissed them as exaggerations. Now, watching security feeds as the intruders tore through his best warriors, he understood the threat. Seal all sections, he ordered. Release the battle gas. Toxic gas flooded the corridors. It would kill normal humans in seconds, but the Prometheus soldiers continued advancing, their armor filtering the air. Vak felt something new. Fear. His species had conquered a dozen worlds. They had always been the strongest, the most advanced. Now they faced an enemy that had transformed itself to match them. Prepare my escape pod, he ordered. A junior officer looked shocked. But sub-leader, retreat is forbidden. This is not retreat. It is tactical withdrawal to report vital intelligence. As Vak's escape pod launched, Sergeant Bay's team reached the ship's bridge. The remaining Tekka fought desperately, but they could not match the enhanced humans' speed and strength. Within 20 minutes, the command ship was captured intact, a prize that would provide valuable intelligence about Tekka fleet movements and technology. Back at Tekka High Command, Ook reviewed Vak's report with growing concern. These enhanced humans have captured 3 major outposts in less than 1 Earth week. They are targeting our supply lines and command centers. The strategic officer displayed a star map, showing recent human victories. They are not numerous. High Commander, we estimate fewer than 500 enhanced units, but they strike precisely where we are weakest. If they have 500 now, they will have thousands soon, Ook replied. We must eliminate this threat before it grows. He issued new orders to all Tekka forces. Priority target, enhanced humans. Capture if possible for study. If capture fails, kill at all costs. The Tekka set traps specifically designed for Prometheus soldiers. They studied each encounter, learning the enhanced humans' capabilities and limitations. On planet Zar, they nearly succeeded. A Prometheus team walked into a prepared killing zone. Energy nets trapped 2 soldiers. The others fought free but had to retreat without their comrades. For the first time, the Tekka had captured enhanced humans for study. Sergeant Bay received the news with cold anger. Prepare a rescue team, he told his lieutenant. No one gets left behind. The coming mission would be their most dangerous yet. The Tekka would be expecting them, preparing for them. But one thing the aliens still didn't understand about humans: the more you hurt them, the more dangerous they become. The final battle approached quickly. Sergeant Bay stood on the bridge of the human flagship, watching stars streak by as they traveled at faster than light speed. 3 days had passed since the Tekka captured his soldiers. 3 days of planning the most daring mission yet. We've located the prisoners, said Captain Lee, pointing to a holographic map. They're being held on the Tekka homeworld in their main science facility. Bay nodded. No human had ever seen the Tekka homeworld before. The aliens protected it, with their strongest fleets and most powerful weapons. To reach it meant passing through layers of defenses that had stopped entire battle groups. High Command has approved your plan, continued Captain Lee. But they want you to understand. This is likely a one-way mission. My team understands, replied Bay. We all volunteered. The rescue team consisted of 30 Prometheus soldiers, the best of the best. Their plan was simple but dangerous. A small stealth ship would slip through the Tekka defenses while the main human fleet attacked elsewhere as a distraction. As the mission day arrived, General Kang spoke to them from Earth via hologram. This mission is more than a rescue. If you succeed in penetrating their homeworld, we need you to plant this device. She showed them a small black box. It will disable their planetary shields. When that happens, our fleet can strike directly at their command center. Bay understood what this meant. They weren't just planning a rescue, they were planning to end the war. The stealth ship launched under cover of a massive battle, while hundreds of human and allied ships engaged the Tekka fleet near their outer defenses. The small vessel slipped through a sensor gap. Approaching atmosphere, reported the pilot. No signs of detection yet. The Prometheus soldiers prepared their equipment. Their armor had been upgraded with new stealth systems designed to confuse Tekka sensors. Each carried enough weapons and explosives to fight an entire army. They landed in a remote area and moved quickly toward the science facility. The Tekka homeworld was hot and dry, with strange red plants covering its surface. The soldiers' enhanced vision allowed them to see clearly in the dim light of the alien sun. Security is heavier than expected, whispered Lieutenant Min as they approached the facility. They've doubled the guards. Bay studied the pattern of patrols. They're expecting us, but not from below. Using their enhanced strength, the team dug through the hard ground, creating a tunnel beneath the facility's outer walls. Hours later, they emerged inside the compound. The first guard they encountered sounded an alarm before they could stop him. Alarms blared throughout the facility. No more stealth, ordered Bay. Maximum speed to the detention level. The Prometheus soldiers moved as one, their movements coordinated through their neural links. They encountered heavy resistance but pushed forward relentlessly. In the detention area, they found their captured comrades. The Tekka had been conducting experiments trying to understand how the human enhancements worked. The rescued soldiers were weak but alive. Plant the device, Bay told Min. I'll find High Commander Ook. Intelligence had confirmed that Ook himself was overseeing the examination of the human prisoners. This was their chance to capture the Tekka's supreme military leader. Bae fought his way to the command center. There, surrounded by elite guards, stood Ook, larger than any Tekka Bay had seen before, with battle scars covering his tough hide. So, rumbled Ook, as his guards fell before Bay's assault. You are the new humans. I am Sergeant Bay of Prometheus. Battalion, Bay replied, raising his weapon. And you have lost this war. Ook laughed, a harsh sound. You think your small victory here matters? We have conquered 100 worlds. We will rebuild our forces and return stronger. No, said Bay. You won't. At that moment, Lieutenant Min activated the device. All across the planet, shield generators failed. The Tekka homeworld lay exposed for the first time. Through the command center windows, Bay saw human ships appearing in the sky. Hundreds of them, led by massive battle cruisers. The Tekka defenses, designed to keep enemies out, now trapped them, inside with nowhere to run. Surrender, Bay told Ook, or watch your world burn. For the first time in recorded history, the Tekka Empire surrendered. The war that had threatened to destroy humanity ended not with Earth's defeat, but with its victory. In the years that followed, the Prometheus soldiers faced new challenges. Some couldn't readjust to peace. Others struggled with how they're changed. Bodies separated them from normal humans. Sergeant Bay established a home for former Prometheus soldiers on a quiet colony world. There, surrounded by others like himself, he finally found some peace. We saved humanity, he often told the younger enhanced soldiers. But in doing so, we became something new. Neither fully human nor machine, but something in between. The question now is not what we were made to be, but what we choose to become.